everyone hangs out in the piazza, so we had to show it a little love. Inspired by the town squares of Europe, we filled it with a 3-deck high spherical window and an LED wall for extra pizzazz. When you step into the Crooner's Bar, you're transported to the classic Sinatra era, complete with a top-notch pianist singing the classics. The Rat Pack atmosphere, famous menu of signature martinis, and old-school mixed drinks will have you crooning. What's behind the black door? Spellbound is an extraordinary experience created in partnership with Hollywood's exclusive Magic Castle, with performances by world-class magicians hand-picked from around the globe and awe-inspiring illusions. Spellbound will leave you in a state of wonder, and you'll want to come back again and again to uncover its secrets. Alfredo's is a charming sit-down venue. The open kitchen design allows you to watch the chefs toss your pizza by hand. It comes to your table hot out of the oven. Let's make our way through the eatery. Inside the eatery, you can sample food stations from around the world. And our friendly crew is here to help serve you with a smile. When it came to our main dining room, we dreamed big, or should we say tall. We've elevated our dining 3 decks high, with an elegant design and meals that our guests rave about. Each level of Horizons dining room offers a different experience. And we can't forget about the chef's table on Deck 8, with a menu that is specially created by the executive chef and is not offered anywhere else on the ship. Deck 7 has everything you need for an unforgettable evening on board Sun Princess, with some of your favorite dining and entertainment venues, all in one place. You'll love the live-action culinary fireworks of Umai Teppanyaki and Hot Pot. This all-new venue is the perfect place for a lunch or dinner to remember. Some things just go together, like, say, sea view relaxation and the premium accommodations of Sun Princess. These staterooms take lounging and views to the next level, with more options than ever before. Let's take a moment to pause at the all-new Cabana Deck Mini Suites. These cabanas are located on Deck 9 and boast a private cabana and balcony. In addition, Deck 9 Cabana Mini Suites have exclusive access to an extra-large outdoor deck lounge space, perfect for celebrating special occasions with your family and friends while taking in the fresh sea air. And saving the best for last. This glass-enclosed dome is multi-level and multi-purpose. Pool by sunlight, stage by starlight. It will feature acrobatic performances created in partnership with the renowned Cirque Eloise.
Wow. Wowie, wow, 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 wow. I don't know about all y'all, but I'm excited. Brett, what about you? You excited?
I am totally excited. We've been waiting for this for a few years. And it's like, oh, come on. I want to get on.
Oh my God. You know, when Adam Savage started doing that little behind the scenes thing, I'm like, oh my God, this thing's even better than I thought it was going to be.
Right.
Holy crap. Oh my goodness. Hey, everybody. How y'all doing? Welcome to Thursday Night Live with Where's Walter Travel. I am Walter, your independent travel advisor with Where's Walter Travel. And I'm so excited to have our good friend Bret back from Princess Cruises. Thanks so much for coming back, Bret.
So excited to be back. Thanks for having me. I feel honored.
Thank you. Awesome. Awesome. Hey, Desiree's here, Betty's here, and Becky is here. And of course, if you guys have any questions at all about Princess Cruises, about obviously the Sun Princess that we're also excited about, or anything to do with Princess at all, hey, just drop them in the comments. We'll do our very best to get you the answers. We've got a lot to talk about, but of course, we're always ready to take your questions. And first of all, I just want to start off with like one of the coolest things ever, which the whole world just got to see a couple of days ago. But we had a whole bunch of guests, courtesy of Princess Cruises, sitting in totality right off of Mazatlan. I mean, that's super cool, Bret.
Right. Yeah, we had 2 ships doing that. And like you said earlier, you wish you were on. I wish I was on one of them too. It looked amazing.
I'm telling you, you guys can hear. I'm just going to pop this up here while we're chatting. Look at that. Those are actual pictures from one of my clients on the Emerald Princess. Look at that. Oh, beautiful. My goodness.
Absolutely amazing. You know, I wonder how he got that shot. You know, what was it? Was he using his phone or was he using a camera? I mean, what was he using there?
I don't know. I'm going to have to ask Gary how he did it. But My goodness. So you had Discovery and Emerald basically just sitting out there, hanging out in the darkness.
Yeah, that's an amazing shot. I wish I was there. Dang it.
I really wish I was there too. And what a cool thing to bring together. What was that?
So it's once a lifetime opportunity, and we missed it. Come on.
Yeah, it was. It was. And you know what's interesting? The Emerald was not a solar eclipse cruise when it first started out. She was just a Panama Canal cruise, and then the Discovery sold out. And they realized, you know what? Emerald's going to be in the same general area. Why don't we just swing it over?
Exactly. Yeah.
That was absolutely awesome. So yeah. So folks, I just had to start with that. Thank you, Gary, for sharing this photo. If you're not in our Facebook group, our private Facebook group, I encourage you to come on over. There are links in the description. You get to see pictures like this, and you get to see a lot of stuff that folks are doing all around the world. So yeah, Gary, thank you so much. All right, I'll bring us back in here. And I got to apologize right off the bat. Bret's name only has one T. And
my mom didn't stutter.
It's such a good letter. I had to do it twice. So
right. No, I get it all the time.
So Bret, for folks who didn't see us the first time, why don't you just briefly tell us, what you do at Princess and kind of how we work together?
Okay, perfect. Yeah, so I've been with Princess for 18 years in July.
Wow.
And for 17 of those years, I was doing, I was a BDM, so field BDM. So I covered Utah, Idaho, Colorado, and Nevada. And then I moved into national accounts role last year. Mm-hmm. And so now I gave up all that territory I knew for 20 something years. Before that, I was working with another company and covering the same territory anyway. So now I'm in national accounts and I work with host agencies. And so you are with KHM, right?
I am.
And that's who we work. That's one of my clients, obviously. So, and it's funny because none of them are in my territory, with my normal territory. Everyone's, either Midwest or back East or even up in Canada. So I'm on the road a bit, but it's been fun. It's been a fun change and fun to get to know you guys and, work with you all.
It's awesome. And we really appreciate it. And you can see that lovely graphic right next to Bret. If you would like to come see the amazingly beautiful Sun Princess that we just showed you the video of, and I'll be rolling some more video during the show tonight. But if you would like to come meet the incredible, amazing Sun Princess, we're sailing October 19th through the 16th from Fort Lauderdale. This is an Eastern Caribbean cruise. It's got San Juan, Princess Keys, and I think St. Thomas. But then we have 3 sea days to really go explore the ship and eat and drink and check everything out. I'm so freaking excited for this. I don't think I've been this excited for a ship for a very long time. How about you?
Oh, good. That's great. Yeah, and I love. The sea days are. I love sea days. So that's a great way to really, like you said, get to know the ship and experience it. Right.
Yeah. And I'm really hoping to have a cabin crawl because we've got about 7 or 8 different kinds of cabins that have been booked with our clients. So I kind of want to do a little.
Yeah, that's a great idea. Yeah.
Go explore them.
What are you booked in? Are you in a suite?
No, we took a cove balcony because we've never done it.
Oh, yeah. Cool. Okay. Awesome.
Yeah. I remember the first time I saw one, I'm like, wait a minute, is this a balcony down here? I was like, this is so cool being down by the waterline.
Right.
So when I saw Sun had them, I'm like, let's do the cove on this one. This will be different.
Cool. Yeah, I've never done one either, so that'll be neat.
Yeah. So we've got clients in the Sphere. We've got clients in the Cabana. We've got just regular balconies, inside, ocean view. We pretty much got a little bit of everything on the ship. So we figured we'd do a little cabin crawl and go walk around and see everybody's cabins.
Yeah, that's great. I would love to. I want to see the Cabana category. Yes. I'm interested to see how that works and how that.
Yes. Yeah, I'm really liking the concept. Personally, I like the ones that are right up against the railing versus the ones that are, in that area, that sun deck area.
Right.
But they all look absolutely lovely. Absolutely lovely. So I'm really excited.
Yeah, they do.
Hey, Jen. Hey, CJ. Hey, Michael. Michael, in answer to your question, technically the answer is yes, but you will be banned from Princess Cruises for the rest of your life if you were to attempt to fish from the balcony. Technically you could, I would not recommend it.
That's awesome. Back in the day, that probably was something we used to do, like when we used to allow skeet shooting on the back of the ship and all that.
Remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm sure that was probably one of the things we did.
So, Michael, I know you like to shoot. See, we literally used to shoot skeet off the back of a ship for real.
Right.
I mean, if you watch The Love Boat, I think they actually do it.
Yeah, I think there's an episode that they do
that. Hey, Rick. Rick is actually asking, have you gotten any feedback on the sphere cabins yet? Those are rather unique, obviously, to the fleet. Have you gotten any feedback on those yet?
I have not. I haven't got a lot of feedback. I mean, other than the dining, the restaurants and stuff, I'm hearing really good reviews with that. But as far as the cabins yet, I haven't heard anything yet on how people are liking that, the sphere, especially the sphere class.
So we're all going to find out together. In fact, we were just talking before we came on. Bret actually has not. You're going to get on the ship literally right before we get on the ship.
Right. Yeah. Just the first or second week in October, I'll be on board.
Wow. So, man, I tell you, I'm shocked that you didn't manage this, finagle your way over to Europe.
I've just been traveling so much; it's been hard to even do anything. So from the first of the year, I've been gone almost every week. It's been crazy.
Wow.
Conferences and familiarization trips. So it's been tough. I would have loved to, but yeah, I've been so swamped I couldn't even break away.
Yeah. Folks, anybody who works in travel or industry, that like January to April is like convention season,
right?
Trade show season. In fact, I'm going next week to Fort Lauderdale for cruise series.
Oh, you are? Okay. I'll be there too.
Bret, we're going to meet in person.
I'll be there on next Friday.
Awesome. Oh, for the showcase.
We'll be there. Actually, we got a conference on board the Enchanted Princess we're doing. So.
How cool is that? Oh, awesome. Well, I hope we finally do get to meet because,
I know, that'd be great.
I was actually teasing with Bret. I'm like, why don't you just come on the group cruise if you're going to go on that week? Just stay on board.
I would love to. That'd be great. Maybe my wife and I can join you. That'd be fantastic.
Yeah, I'm telling you, folks, if you want to come on, we've got plus or minus 40 people right now. Bret has actually thrown in some extra little goodies for some little extra points for us so we can give you guys a little bit more along the way. So, look, October 19th through the 26th, 2024, if you want to come meet this absolutely stonking gorgeous ship. I mean, I haven't even seen it in person yet, but I've never seen anything quite like this just from all the videos. I'm so jealous of anybody who's already gotten on board. But if you would like to come join us, we're giving $100 on board credit for anybody who comes on board. We've got a fantastic group of folks coming along. So come on along. Let's go all meet the Sun Princess together. I'm so excited just to get on board the thing and see it.
Right.
Okay. Why don't we talk about something that you just kicked off? And I honestly didn't get a chance to make a graphic for it. But for folks who are traveling out of Florida, we have this really cool thing called the Bright Line train. In fact, I've used it twice now to go from Orlando to Miami. I'm actually riding it Monday to the conference, Fort Lauderdale. The Bright Line train is fabulous. It's a great way to get from Orlando down to South Florida and back. And you guys just rolled out a super cool, like out of the blue rail and sail partnership with Bright Line. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so we just partner with Bright Line, like you said, and we with that, you'll see the train. Actually, we have the Princess wrap on the train, so you're going to see that as it goes up and down the rail there. But with that partnership, what we've done is it's really going to be great for even those that are not from Florida, be able to hop on and not have to worry about their luggage and stuff, because we'll actually take care of their luggage for them if they want it. Well, there's a fee. It's like a $35 fee for us to take care of for Brightline to take care of their luggage. So they'll check their luggage in at Brightline, and they don't have to worry about it, and they'll see it back in their cabin when they get on the ship. And so we have that partnership. We have a great deal going on right now until May 5th, I think it is, that it's running till this. It's like $300 onboard credit, depending on what you book as far as category wise. We also have the opportunity. You have opportunity to upgrade to the premium package or premier package there if you want to on the train. So it gives you the access to the lounge, the premier lounge, and all that, and just extra snacks and things like that. So we're excited about it because it's such an, not have to worry about it, parking and dealing with all that and dealing with your luggage. It's going to be, I think it'd be a really good thing, especially for the locals as well, for traveling back and forth from Orlando, especially when now we're actually up in Orlando, up in Port Canaveral. That's a new port for us, right? So with that new port, it's going to be really
our very first ship ever, the Caribbean Princess. She's the one coming up here.
Right. And that's when I think, I swear we were on the same time, because that was my first cruise too, back in 2006.
Yep. 2006. She was basically a brand new ship back then.
Yep.
And I was so excited when I saw because we're only 45 minutes away. So
you are? Oh, that's great then.
Yeah, we're in Orlando. So,
that's fantastic.
It's awesome.
Does Brightline go into Orlando then?
So Brightline goes out of the Orlando airport. So anybody flying in, literally in the Orlando airport. So you fly in, you can get on the train, you can go straight to South Florida. They're going to be setting up a stop apparently now near Cape Canaveral, because the train goes basically right by Port Canaveral, but there's no stop yet. So it sounds like they're going to put a stop in now.
Yeah.
And something that you didn't mention, this is actually kind of cool. Anybody watching this, you don't even have to be taking a Princess cruise. If you put Princess 15 in the code during checkout, you get 15% off your Brightline ride, courtesy of Princess Cruises.
Thank you. One thing I didn't mention either, I forgot, is we actually have, so once you get off the train, how do you get to the ship, right? Mm-hmm. So we actually have part of the package is you'll get free transfers. So they'll hop right on a motor coach or a minivan type thing and be able to take you over to the port.
Nice.
So that's good.
Nice. And I can tell you folks, man, I've done the train twice so far. I'm about to do it again. I've done it both in the smart car, which is regular, and I've done it in the premium car. Both ways, the ride is excellent. The seats are lovely. The big difference is obviously you get that premium lounge, so they have food and drinks and stuff in the lounge. And then in the premium car, the seats are slightly wider. And you get the free snacks and basically the free drinks and all of that on the train. But both rides, plenty of USB power, plenty of regular power. You get free Starlink internet. It's fabulous. Like I was actually working from the train.
That's great. I didn't realize that.
Yeah. That's actually I kind of know why, but why would you use? So he's asking, why would you use the Discovery Princess in Alaska, given the fact that it's designed for warmer weather? I mean, first of all, I think most of the Princess ships are really designed for warmer weather. But any thoughts on why Discovery would be up there?
Yes, we've had the Royal class ships up there. We have the Royal, the Regal, Discovery. We have the Majestic as well up there. It's none of our pools are heated, so even in the only ones that are really kind of more for Alaska would be like the Coral, the Island, the Sapphire, the Grand, the ones that have the covered pools, right? They have a covered pool area,
right?
But it's just a lot of times you're not using the pool anyway when you're going to Alaska. It's going to be a little bit more chilly, so it doesn't matter if it's we have the hot tubs which are heated. As far as the pools, that's really the only area that it kind of gets a little bit chilly if you're up there. But people love it. They get up there and they have the hot chocolate and go to see the views and all that stuff.
I know. It's fabulous. We were on the Sapphire when we were up there and flat out loved it. And I mean, obviously Alaska had become so popular that, it seems like from the Seattle side, you do run the Royal class ships quite a bit. And then from Vancouver, you tend to run the smaller, slightly smaller classes of ships.
Yeah.
But I tell you what, I've been on the Sky Princess so far, and my gosh, those Royal class ships are stunning.
They are. I love them. They're my favorite class, and I mean, I'm sure the Sun's gonna be now my favorite class, that Sphere class. But right now I love the Royal class. It has so many more options, and the way it's laid out, I just love it.
Yeah, it's just a beautiful. I mean, it's like it doesn't. It looks beautiful from all angles, really.
Right.
It really does. But I got to say, I have a real soft spot for the Island Princess, and she's such a lovely little ship. We went through the Panama Canal on her, you guys, it's one thing I do love about Princess is that all the classes of ships are just lovely in their own right, and they're all very nautical. I mean, you never forget that you're actually on a cruise ship. But there is something about the Royal class that really elevates the game. Obviously, Sphere class is Sphere class is like a whole
Right.
another animal.
Exactly.
But folks, if you really want to appreciate, small ships as well, you get out there on the Coral, you get out there on the island. Those are just absolutely lovely experiences with Princess as well.
Yeah, they are. They're smaller ships. They hold 2,000 passengers, so they're
Yeah,
great for that. And they were built just for the canal, right? They're built to go through the canal, I should say.
right.
And so now we're using the Island Princess for our world cruises because she's such a
Really?
great one for the world cruises. Yeah.
Oh man. And Rick is saying that the Caribbean Princess was actually his first cruise too.
Oh no way! Was it 2006, Rick? Maybe we were on the same time.
Oh my God, that would be crazy if we were all on it in 2006. Let's see. Quick question. I don't know if you got the answer. Fenway Chris. Hey Chris, thanks for tuning in and appreciate it. And Towel Animal, thank you for the questions. Taking your first Princess cruise next year, Coral Princess. You're gonna love this ship. Lovely ship. Do you still stop in Santa Barbara? Oh, that's an interesting.
That's a good question. I haven't looked at the itineraries for next year on that coastal. You're doing a coastal, I'm assuming, right? And I haven't checked if we're doing Santa Barbara or not. That's a good question because I know that they were having some issues. As far as the city wasn't too excited about having cruise ships in there, so I don't know what we've decided or if we can't even go in there. So that's a great question. We can get back to you, Chris. I'll get with Walter and let him know what it is.
Yeah, I'll take a look. I'll be honest, Chris. I have not noticed Santa Barbara because they do have the California Coastal run. I have not noticed Santa Barbara on there. I always think of Santa Barbara because we used to watch Psych all the time, and Psych was just this great comedy show that took place in Santa Barbara. Of course, they didn't actually shoot it there, but Jeff Becky. Oh, that's a good question. How do you pre-book specialty dining under the Premier package without having to pay, charge, your credit card when reserving?
That right now, our system is they're still trying to work on it. It's been really frustrating, and I apologize up front. But right now, you still have to pay for it. Still pay for it, and then when you get on board, we will credit you back that amount. And I know it's a pain in the butt, and I'm sorry, but that's right now our system is just broken.
Great answer, Bret. I mean, it's something that obviously you guys are aware of, But yeah, so if you go ahead and if you want to go ahead and reserve that dining, remember with the Premier package, you've got 2 specialty dining meals with that package. Just go ahead and pay for it. When you get on the ship, they will go ahead and refund it out for you. No problem. And that's one thing, it's one thing that I think Princess does. There's 2 things that Princess does better than anybody else. And I'm going to talk about that a little bit more later with a question. But one, I think that Plus Premier package is the best add-on package of anybody at sea.
Yep.
Except for all-inclusive, that is like the best add-on. And I really I think Princess empowers your management more on board the ships to rectify situations like on the spot than any other cruise line that I've been on. I mean, you guys really do like something like that,
We want to fix it at the point of contact, right? When they're having the issue, we want to get it. And so here, it's before COVID, we came up with that program where we thought gave more power to the ships to be able to do things instead of having to call into headquarters and ask if they can do this. We're giving them more power so they can make the passenger happy, right? If there's something going on, try to make them happy and rectify everything that's going on at that point.
Yeah. And we saw that firsthand on the Sky Princess. I mean, first of all, the Ocean Medallion, one of my favorite wearable at sea. But we had a situation where our dinner at Sabatini's wasn't up to par. And your dining captain actually found us the next night in the main dining room. I could literally see him walking directly to me because I'm wearing the medallion, so he knows where I am. And he took care of a situation right on the spot. Like, we talked for 15 minutes. He invited us to the Crown Grill the next night. We had a lovely meal. He brought the chef out and all of that. And I'm like, this is what I love about Princess. You guys. And then the rest of the cruise, he kept finding us and, hey, is everything going okay? You having a good time?
Awesome. Yeah, right.
Love that.
Love
Love
that too.
that. So, Betty Sim, Sun Group Cruise will be your first princess. Oh, Betty, that's going to be your first time coming on with us?
You're going to be spoiled.
Oh my God. I'm so excited. Oh, she's going to be spoiled for two reasons. One, princess. Two, sun princess.
Right? Exactly.
Oh my God. And Nancy's going on the Emerald next month. Well, Nancy, if you weren't here, I'll pop this up for anybody who didn't see it. These are actual photos from one of my clients from the Emerald Princess during the eclipse. So I've got some clients down there right now taking care of her as she comes through the Panama Canal. This is amazing. Our client Gary was on the Emerald Princess. The Discovery Princess was out there with her. Oh my God, Nancy, you are going to have an amazing time on the Emerald. Wow. Oh, so excited for y'all. I haven't been on a ship in about 2 months. That's way too long. Way too long. So obviously, let's talk a little bit about that Sun Princess. What is there to say? But can you hear me? Did you lose me?
Hang on. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
I can.
Okay, perfect. There we go. Thank you. Sorry.
Cool.
A little technical difficulty there.
Boy, what a godmother for the ship, huh? That was amazing.
Right? Yeah. Are you a fan of Ted Lasso?
Oh yeah.
Did you ever watch that series?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Isn't that great? So I was a fan of her during Ted Lasso. Then I watched her holiday special, Christmas special she did.
Yes.
It was on Apple TV. She was amazing. I mean, she has an amazing voice and just did a great entertainer, and just it was a fantastic show. So if you guys haven't seen that, I recommend you watching that. She does a great job.
She's amazing. And my goodness, what a hot ticket that's going to be for that ceremony. But what a great godmother for a ship. I'd love that. Whoever came up with that. What are you most excited about seeing on this ship? What do you
I think I'm excited about two things. The Piazza area.
Okay.
See that with the big LED screen and how that's all. We've got all the restaurants and all the shops and everything moved out of that area, so it's all open. So you can see all the way through the ship to the the ocean on both sides, and then just how big that is going to be and what we'll be able to do there. I'm excited about that. And then the next thing I'm excited about is I guess I could say a couple of other things too, but the dome. So I'm excited about the dome and be able to see Cirque du Soleil up there performing their performances and things and try to experience that. So what about you? What are you excited about?
You know what blew me away? The first time I saw Adam Savage standing where the dome was, and I realized that you could swim out from it.
Yeah, it's the indoor-outdoor pool, right?
Right. I had never seen that anywhere until he showed that, and I'm like, oh my God, that looks amazing.
Yeah.
And I'm just really excited about seeing that new Piazza and what that feel is going to be like compared, because the Piazza is kind of a cozy spot, if you will. It can be a little tight, even on the Royal class ships. It can be a little tight.
Right.
But it just really looks like they opened that up. So yeah,
So there's going to be we're going to have seating on there. So on our ships now, there's not a lot of seating. Down below there is, but everything else you have to stand at the railing and look over, which is fine. But if you're there's a show that's going on that you want to really stay and spend some time at, it can get a little tiring. So now we've got seating all the way around that they can actually enjoy what's going on in the Piazza.
Yeah. And the arena looks like it's going to be insane what they can do in there.
Right. So it's going to be, I'm excited about that too. Go ahead.
And people, if you've never been on Princess, I think the entertainment is the most highly underrated part of Princess. The original shows are Broadway caliber. Pretty much every show I've ever seen. Amazing performers, amazing singers, great storylines. I mean, I don't really hear a lot of people talking. I hear people talk about shows on other cruise lines. I don't really hear them talking about them on Princess. And I'm like, why are you people not talking about these? These are fabulous shows.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, we've had Stephen Schwartz. He was a producer of Godspell and Pippin, and a bunch of other ones. Anyway, he developed 4 shows for us, and Magic to Do was one of them.
Really? I love that show.
So and they're great shows. I mean, I wasn't a big fan of, that type of show, but when I got on board and saw those, I was like, wow, these are really, really good. Because normally I just go tell my wife, oh, you can go without me. I'll go find something else to do. But when I went and saw those, I was like, oh, I was blown away. It was really good. So.
Yeah. Magic to Do is a great show. I'm trying to think. We saw that, I think, on Crown is where we saw that one.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, see, I'm born and raised in New York, so I saw a lot of Broadway growing up.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Those shows are right there with it.
Yeah.
I love this question from Jeff. It's not even open yet. Ship's not even here yet. But what do you think? You think the Sun Princess will go to Celebration Key at some point?
Yeah, good question. I don't know.
I think it's a fair question because, the Carnival ships go to Princess Keys, right?
Right.
And for those of you who are like, why are we even bringing up Celebration Key? Princess is owned by Carnival Corporation. So they are part of the same corporation. And Carnival ships do stop at Princess Keys. They stop at Half Moon Key. That would be kind of fun.
Jeff, it's our secret, but they are looking at actually going there. So it won't be for a bit, but yeah, we are talking about it. It's still kind of under wraps, if you will.
Yeah. Well, it's not under wraps anymore. You just spilled the beans. So, I mean, come on.
Hey, guys.
don't tell anybody.
Don't tell anybody.
And it's a great question too, because if you didn't see the announcement that came out just a few weeks ago, it's actually going to hold 4 ships. They're already talking about a second pier, expanding. So it kind of makes sense that you could bring in a Princess ship. You could bring in one of your other sister companies, Holland America, could show up there. I mean, I think that's really cool.
Right.
That something like that could potentially happen. Yeah. Do we know of any differences between the Sun and the Star yet?
Not yet. They haven't. They've kept, even with the Sun, they kept everything under wraps for a long time. We didn't even with us being, the salespeople, they didn't tell us forever. I mean, it was almost just maybe a week before the public announcement of things.
Oh.
So we don't know. We don't know what's going to be different. I'm sure there will be some differences, but we don't know what they are yet.
Yeah.
Good question.
Yeah. That's kind of funny. So they didn't trust you to keep it under wraps.
Salespeople under wraps. I mean, look what I just did. I just worked out the Celebration Key.
What? The what now? What? Great question. And one other thing too to keep in mind, a lot of times, like with the Sun and the Star was really she's about like halfway done when the Sun comes out. So a lot of times when you're going to see differences, it's going to be that third ship. That third ship is the one where they can take the feedback because it's not really underway yet, and maybe she'll get some subtle changes. Oh, I'll tell you the other thing I can't wait, Darius. Oh my God.
You there? You froze.
Darius looks insane. That beef meat restaurant, big hunks of meat. Oh my God.
Oh yeah, right.
And
it's I was watching a review on that, and he just says if you're a meat lover, you are gonna love it. So it's all meat. It's all meat. So
yes, I know.
No vegetables.
And the picture of him is like meat.
Right. And they do a show, and they do kind of like this a meat show, if you will. I don't know what a meat show is, but they do that. Part of the entertainment within the restaurant itself. But yeah, they looked really good. I was excited about that. I'm a meat lover, so I spent some time there.
Brings a whole new meaning to meat market, I guess.
Right. Exactly.
I couldn't resist. I could not resist. Eric, hey, how are you, my friend? One of my favorite clients out on the left coast there. All of your cruises have been on another line. The question number 1 is no, they don't status match. The itinerary is Eastern Caribbean. We're going to Princess Keys, which is their private island. We're going to go to San Juan, and San Juan is like a 14-hour stop. It's like a really long stop, so I'm trying to put together a group excursion there. And then we're going to St. Thomas, and we're going to have 3 sea days, so 3 long sea days to just explore everything. Maybe go to Dario's a couple of times while we're at it.
Right. Exactly.
So Eric, you should come. I know Eric, you are a solo traveler. We've got like, I think 6 or 7 solo travelers in the group. We've got plus or minus 40 people right now going on this group. So if anybody wants to come, it's right there next to Bret. Sun Princess, October 19th through the 26th, 2024. Yeah, I know you got to go the opposite way. It's so weird. You got to point in the wrong direction to get there. It's all backwards. But folks, it's going to be amazing. I mean, the thing that we do on a group cruise, we don't plan everything out. We just want to bring you guys on board. We're going to give everybody $100 on board credit. It is going to be a lot of fun. And especially if you've never experienced Princess before, I mean, what better way to do it than do it on a group cruise? I mean, Come on, just come on along. Betty loves the idea of the different dining experiences. Can you talk a little bit about that? Like that Horizons dining room is set up a little differently than the rest of
it. It is. So right? I'm excited about it because right now we have Dine My Way, and we've introduced that because of COVID, right? So you go kind of pick your time you want to dine, so we don't have the whole dining room filled up. Well, it's just been, to be honest with you, it's been a nightmare. So especially with groups and trying to get that or dining and so forth. So we're actually going back to the traditional dining in one dining room, and then we're going to go to an anytime dining room and then a kind of walk-up dining room, if you will. So that's kind of the way the Sun Prince is set up. So you have your traditional down the bottom on this deck 6 is going to be your traditional dining. 5 o'clock seat, or it's I think it's 5 o'clock seating, then 7:30 seating is going to be the traditional. And then the next level is going to be the anytime dining. So that's where you can make reservations there, but you can go up and just basically anytime you want, be able to go up there between 5 o'clock and 10 o'clock at night, have a meal. Mm-hmm. And then you have the top one which is going to be just the walk up, but it's an American, kind of American bistro, if you will, up there. That's what they kind of labeled as. So it's going to be, kind of like the diner food, if you will, up in that area with the onion rings, the fries, and that kind of mom and pop stuff. So that's what that's all about. So hopefully it goes well, and the food looks good. I've seen some pictures of it. It looks good. I don't know if it tastes great, but it looks good.
Of course it tastes great. It's Princess.
Right?
Come on.
Exactly.
And along those lines, you've actually introduced a different experience with the buffet now, where we're being served in the eatery, right?
Yes.
Instead of the marketplace.
Exactly. So there's a lot more choices up there. So you're going to go, as you go up in that area, you're going to have LCD screens, up there, and it'll tell you what is it, Mediterranean, is it Mexican, or whatever you're going to have. So you'll obviously be able to see that as well as you go in to see the food, but kind of just labeled that way. And then we have like a taco stand, and we have pizza up there in the buffet now, burgers and all that. So kind of the same feel that we have there on the top deck by the Lido deck with our hamburger. We're actually doing that in the buffet as well. So expanding that there, which I think is great. I think it's a great thing to be able to offer that in the buffet, because I'm always going, when I'm on board, I'm always going for the pizza and the burgers. My wife's always going to the buffet for the salads. So that we have to meet up, and I'm the one that has to meet her in the buffet area. So.
I love that. And personally, I love the idea of serving us. I mean, the buffets are nice, they're convenient, but I kind of like the idea. It's cleaner, right. It's nicer. You get more interaction with the crew that way. And you guys just have the best. I mean, you guys, I don't know where you find these people, but you find some of the best people at sea. You really do. Amazing crews.
Yeah, they do. We have Princess is number one people as far as on the ships. They number one as far as employment. They want to work with Princess, so, which is really a good thing.
Wow.
So we get some really high quality people on board.
Wow. And I'm just going to talk through a couple of, and I got to see, we got a couple of questions. I'll be right there. I'm just going to talk through a couple of the dining things that are on the experiences that are on the ship. Spellbound, we'll talk about that in just a second, but Spellbound by Magic Castle, really excited to see this. Mikado Ocean, reshaping traditional sushi with a creative approach. Love by Brito, a high-end boutique restaurant with the most romantic view from the ship, celebrating love. And then, of course, you got the Butcher's Block, which is the ultimate meat show.
Right.
And the Catch by Rudy. And then, of course, Good Spirits, man. I had not experienced Good Spirits until I went on Sky Princess. My goodness, that is one of my favorite bars. I love those guys. So
Yeah,
good.
they do a great job. Yeah, they do. It's I actually met Rob Floyd, who's done a lot of
Really?
our mix and stuff. We actually had a regional meeting, and he lives in Tennessee, and we were there, and so we were able to go experience. He has a little space there in Tennessee that he does all of his does some
Oh,
shows and things there.
wow.
So it was really fun to go experience
Okay.
that. So he's a really cool guy. Anyway, sorry, kind of
Wow.
went sideways there.
No, man. Okay, folks. So when we go to Tennessee, we got to look up Rob Floyd's place. He is
Right.
the master behind Good Spirits. That sounds like a worthy road trip right there.
Yes, it is.
Oh, that's awesome. Thank you for that. Let's see. Fenway Chris, Northerners cruise to Florida and the Caribbean to escape the cold. Any plans for perhaps a round trip from Florida to New York City, New England, Canada to escape the heat? Oh, so like a Canadian New England trip, but from Florida. Huh. That would be interesting.
We have those, but we don't have them going from Florida, unfortunately. They're a round trip, either round trip New York, or we have one ways from New York to Quebec or Quebec down to New
Yeah.
York.
Yeah. That would be kind of interesting, though, if we could do a Canada New England from, say, Port Canaveral.
Right. We've done just one-offs, like when we're repositioning. So you'll see that from a repositioning part, but
Right.
not as a continuous thing.
Right. Good idea, though, Fenway
Yeah.
Chris. You never know. Hey,
Right.
we've got the Caribbean Princess is coming to Port Canaveral. You never know. Maybe do one. Try it out. That would be. We got to give credit to Chris, though, if you do it. To Fenway
Right.
Chris, if you actually pull that one
Okay,
off.
Chris.
Exactly. I'd do it. I think that'd be kind of cool to go up and do Canada, New England, and come back down.
No, I think it would be great.
You could hit all the ports along the way.
Right.
That'd be kind of cool. That'd be kind of
Yeah.
cool. Aaron, good evening. How are you, Aaron? Discovery Princess next April. Of course, you booked with me. Thank you so much. A must do on Discovery Princess. I've got one. What about you?
A must do on Discovery.
Discovery.
Oh, there's so much to do. It just depends on what you want. I mean, I'm trying to think.
Well, I'll go with two. I'll go with Good Cheer Bar, and I'll go with Crown Grill. For
sure. Yeah, those are two really good ones.
Got to do that, and of course you got to get coffee. Oh, one thing that's going to surprise you, Aaron, I bet. Princess Live, which is like their I don't know, what would you call that? Entertainment venue, if you will. There was so much trivia, so many games, so many great shows going on in there when we were on the Sky Princess. I would keep an eye on that Princess Live schedule and see what all's going on in there. I mean, we were doing trivia until like 10 o'clock at night, 10:30 at night. We're doing like Broadway sing-along trivia and things like that. It was really fun. Really fun. So, yeah, I definitely keep an eye on the Princess Live schedule when you're on that ship, for sure.
Yeah, there's activities going on. I mean, you got so many activities going through, throughout the night, which is great, and even in the day. It's hard to choose, but keep that patter open and find your favorites and keep going. Do a show when you're on board of the Discovery. We have some great shows on there.
Amazing shows.
I think it was Born to Dance was really good.
Yeah,
we did that one. What was the other one? There's another one, but anyway, they're really, like Walter was saying earlier, they're really great quality. But yeah, do a show for sure. One of our Broadway shows.
And I'm amazed, like on Sky Princess, we saw 3 original shows. And anybody like who has ever tried to memorize anything, these are performers memorizing 3 complete shows, all the songs, all the choreography, all the moves, everything. It's the same cast doing all 3 shows.
Exactly.
They're unbelievable.
Yeah, they do. Amazing job.
Yeah. And if y'all have never done a behind the scenes tour, especially if it includes the stage area, you should do it, because you will be amazed at what it's like to actually stand on that stage and then realize that they're doing it while the ship is moving and how they're able to arrange things. I was almost more blown away by the stage than I was by the bridge. I mean, I knew I was going to like going up to the bridge, but actually seeing the whole backstage and how the stage works on those ships, that was super, super cool.
You're gonna laugh. You know what my favorite part was on that Ultimate Ship tour?
What was that?
The laundry. I was fascinated by that to see how they do all that, and they have we have machines down there to fold the napkins, and anyway, it was amazing. I was like, oh my gosh. But yeah, the ultimate ship tour. If you guys have the chance to do it, just go down to the customer service desk and just ask them about that. There is a cost to it. I think it's $125 or $150, but it's worth it. You get something in each destination. They'll give you a little present, if you will, as you go to the different areas. So it's really a great way to see the ship.
It is. And along the lines of what you said, the trash and the recycling area blew me away.
Yeah, right.
They could crush up all the glass and take like thousands of bottles and turn it into like this little cube.
Yeah, right.
It's the geeky stuff, man. You get down there, you're like, whoa, is that how they do this?
Exactly.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, if y'all have never done a ship tour, definitely go do them at least once. Like, you don't do them, you probably don't want to do it on every ship, but every so often, go check it out. I'm seriously thinking about the Sun Princess because that's going to be so different than any other ship I've been on.
Yeah,
that's going to be super cool. Y'all are great. You're asking a lot of great questions. If you're new to the channel, I'll remind you, I'm Walter with Where's Walter Travel, an independent travel advisor. We work directly with Bret and his amazing team over at Princess Cruises. I've lost track of how many we've booked now on Princess. Alaska is huge. Princess is our go-to. Every time somebody comes to with Alaska, you guys do Alaska like nobody else does Alaska. Absolutely amazing. So if we can help you guys in any way, where's waltertravel.com. There are links down in the description as well. And I think Aaron is one of our clients over there, Rick, Betty. I love that so many of you guys are joining us. I thank you all for joining us and for allowing us to be your travel partner. We're having a blast. And Bret, you guys make it so easy. You make it so easy for us.
Thank goodness. Thank goodness.
Rick can't wait for Spellbound on the Sun Princess. Yes. You know, sleight of hand, man. Sleight of hand. I love that kind of stuff. I'm so excited. Mary, she loved. They were just on the Panama Canal cruise that ended, and the crew was amazing. We've had so many cruise lines, many ships, even though older, it was the best cruise. There you go.
That's fantastic. Good to hear. Thank you. Thank you, Mary.
That is awesome, Mary. Yeah, and Ruby is a sister, I believe, to the Crown. We were on the Crown. That's an absolutely lovely ship. And that's what we were talking about earlier, right, Bret?
Yep.
Your ships are amazing.
Yeah, Ruby, Crown, and Emerald are all sister ships. So.
Yeah, that's so cool. But folks, you don't need to be on. I mean, yes, I can't wait to get on the Sun Princess. But I'll tell you what, you put me on any Princess ship, I'm going to be a happy camper for a week for sure.
Right.
Love it. Love it. Oh man, boy, we've covered so much. One thing I do want to talk about, and we kind of touch base a little bit. Oh, hey, here's a quick question. I don't know if you know the answer, Bret. Is there a way to get a bridge tour for a mobility challenged person? He's an ex-Navy man.
Yeah. So here's what you want to do: is go to the customer service desk and talk to them, and just say, "Hey, we'd love to do a bridge tour. Is there any way we can?" And if depending on the captains, most captains are open to it. They love to do bridge tours. Some are not so fancy to it, but yeah, just go down to the customer service desk and ask them if they can arrange something for you. Because we usually do, when we were on board, I had a group on board a couple cruises ago, and we did a bridge tour, and then they had one right after us doing one, and then they had one or two the following day. So yeah, most of them will do at least one when they're on board. So check with them on down the customer service.
And Rick, just bring your Navy hat with you too, so you got that on when you go.
Just let them know who you are and what you'd love to see the bridge, and because you're ex-Navy and all that, and they usually pretty accommodating to it.
Awesome, that is awesome. Mary can't wait to get on the Sun in October. I love it. Aaron, with another great question: do the puppies come to the Piazza with every Alaska sailing?
Yes, they do. So in Skagway, that's where we have the puppies in the Piazza. So yep, they're on all of our ships. They come to. And it's one of the most popular things. It's people's down there holding those beautiful dogs and just having a good time.
And it's such a silly little thing, right? Oh, we're bringing puppies on the ship. It's so much fun.
Yeah, right? It is. It's hard to, it's that puppy syndrome. take a puppy home just to look at it, and you
Right.
can never bring it back. So
Right. Oh, you guys do it so well. And so the answer is yes, Aaron. Any cruise that goes to Skagway, you should have puppies in the piazza. And I mean, you guys have been in Alaska for a long time. You have Glacier Bay. You have uh, some of the most passes to get into Glacier Bay National Park. So I think you have like some of the most itineraries that actually get you in there. And that is
right.
absolutely breathtaking. Why don't you talk a little bit about the experience with Princess in Alaska, and also leaning into the fact that you guys have so many lodges, your own lodges on land.
Right. So that's what sets us apart is we have, a few things. So we have our lodges up there. We have 5 lodges that we own, and that no one else has 5 lodges. We have, Holland America has one lodge right next to ours in Denali, and it's a beautiful lodge. They do a great job. But
Mm-hmm.
we have 5 lodges. We have one in Fairbanks, one in McKinley, our McKinley Lodge, which is in Denali area. Then we have the Denali Lodge, and then we have our 2 smaller lodges that hold 80 passengers or 80 guests, and they are Kenine and Copper River.
Mm-hmm.
And they are the middle of nowhere. And so if you're kind of the gateway to Wrangell St. Elias National Park, and then you got the rivers there. A lot of people go up there. They like to do the fishing up on the river. So and that's one thing. All of our lodges are right on the rivers. I can't say enough about them. They're just great lodges, beautiful lodges, and we do such a great job there. And then we also have what we call the Direct to the Wilderness program with that. So if you're doing, and these are tied in with our one way, so what we call our Voyage of the Glaciers. So either a northbound, which would be starting in Vancouver and going up into Whittier. And Whittier is a port, it's an old naval port actually, that we're the only ones that go there. And it's just right outside of Anchorage, but that's where you pick up the train.
Yeah.
We are the only ones that do this. You literally walk off the ship, across the street, and onto the train. And we'll train you up into Denali. It's fantastic. It's about a 9.5 hour train ride, but it's amazing. You can get up, walk around. We have a dining car. You go down and have a nice meal, and just enjoy the views. And the train will slow down if there's wildlife. They see wildlife and stuff to slow down and really take the view in. So it's really a fun ride up to there. And then just the opposite way, if you do a southbound sailing, that would be doing the land portion first. We train you from Denali down into Whittier. And it's the same thing, walk off the train onto the ship and away you go. So those things really set us apart. Then another thing that we do, that I don't know if anybody else does this on a 7-day. So if you're doing our Voyage of Glaciers, we actually give you 2 glacier viewings. We give you always Glacier Bay, and then we'll also give you either Hubbard Glacier or College Fjord, depending on which direction you're going. And that is really a highlight because, people go up, that's what they want to go to Alaska for, right? They want to go for the glaciers. The glaciers, the wildlife, and the mountains is what they want to go for.
Yeah.
So those 2 things really, set us apart. And we have, our round trip Seattle's, round trip from San Francisco, and then we do a few from LA as well up in that area. And we also do have a round trip Vancouver that we do. It's been very popular as well.
Yeah.
But Alaska, we have our North to Alaska program where we have Libby Riddle's on board. She comes on board with her dogs. She's the first woman to win the Iditarod, and we've contracted with her for years, and she just does an amazing job.
Wow.
And then we have a naturalist on board. We also have the park ranger come on board for Glacier Bay as we go up in that area and talks over the intercom. And then we do we have like an Alaska buffet type thing where you go up and have that up by the pool area, which is really fun. So we really want to immerse you in that destination, and all of our destinations, but especially Alaska. Yeah. And with what we do, we partnered with Discovery Network years ago, about 10 years ago, and with that partnership, we've come up with some really cool itineraries or excursions. And one of our most popular excursions we do is called the Deadliest Catch, and that's up in Alaska. So if you guys are familiar with the Deadliest Catch, it's David Lethen, who used to be on there as a captain, retired, and he's converted his boat or his ship over on one side to kind of stadium seating, and he's got the cranes. So they take you out to the ocean or the bay, and they go through that whole process of bringing up the king crab and all that stuff. It's really I mean, people love it. You get to sample the goods after you're done. And
Wow.
but anyway, it's real popular. People love that.
Wow. Well, and I bet a
So
lot of people don't realize that Discovery Princess is actually tied in with Discovery Channel.
right. Exactly.
That's amazing. And Jen is saying that the train ride was so great. Different experience from the cruise experience. Absolutely. I can tell you firsthand, Copper River is one of the most beautiful lodges I have ever stayed in. Oh my God. And the salmon was so ridiculously fresh.
See, I haven't stayed in that one, so I'm jealous. I haven't been able to stay in that one or Kenine yet. So
Copper River. So we did 7 days on land first, and we did 7 days on the ship. So we did Fairbank, Denali, and Copper River were our three.
okay.
Wow.
Oh, that's awesome. That's really
Wow. And I tell you, folks, when you go up there, make sure you bring hard drives or something. I took over 3,300 photographs over 14 days.
good. Wow. That's amazing.
It's happening
Click,
away.
click, click.
Oh my God. So yeah, you're absolutely right about how Copper River and that experience. What was so cool about Princess, we landed in Fairbank and you guys were waiting for us at baggage claim. And they said, get your bags. Here they are. Okay, go get on the bus. And the experience on land is very similar to the experience on the ship in the sense that when it was time to go to the next lodge, we just left our bags outside.
Right.
They took them.
Exactly.
So it's very similar to a cruise experience when you're on the land. You make it so seamless, so easy for us.
Yeah. We've been doing it for so long. I think we have it down pretty good.
I think you do. You do it absolutely amazing. And we've almost gone through an hour already, but one of the things that I did want to talk about, because I think you guys do it so well. We talked about this before the show. I'm going to bring it up on the screen. But Princess has the Plus and the Premier package, folks. And everybody, whenever I'm talking, oh, did they have a drinks package? Did they have a Wi-Fi package? Did they have this package, that package? Princess really makes it easy for you. And I think this is the best package, the best add-on paid package at sea right now. The Plus and the Premier. The Plus is about $60 a day per person. The Premier is $20 more per day per person. Bret, why don't you kind of talk us through this? What is it? Where does this come from, and the value that this brings to the client?
So the value is incredible, like you were saying it. Let me just put it in perspective. So for the Princess Plus, you get the Wi-Fi, the crew appreciation, the Plus beverage package, all that stuff that's listed there. So just if you were to buy just our ultimate drinks package, you'd be paying over $70 a day just for that package. Okay.
Right.
And you get it included with this for $60 days, plus everything else in there. The Wi-Fi, our Wi-Fi is now $25 a day per person or per device. And so that just adds up, and then you get we've added on the new 2 casual dinings and the Ocean Now delivery. So now because we're charging for Ocean Now delivery, which is with the medallion. If you're anywhere on the ship, you can order from your phone or tablet or whatever, and they'll bring the food and drink to you wherever you're at. Well, we're charging for that now, and it's not a huge deal. It's like $14 for the initial fee, and then it covers the whole cruise. But that's included with it. Room service, we are charging for that now as well. We haven't, and all the other lines have been doing it for years, and we just have been behind. So we're charging $5 per room service delivery. So with that, you get it free. And then the free Ocean Medallion home delivery. So your medallion shipped to you for free. So that, and the drinks there, with that one, you're up to $15 per drink with the Plus, or with the Premier. Excuse me, with the Plus, sorry. Then with the Premier, you're getting all that stuff, plus you're getting the drinks up to $20 each rather than just the $15. And then you're also getting the unlimited casual dining meals, which is going to be like your Alfredos, your Rudy's, and all that would be our casual.
Right.
You're also getting 2 specialty dining meals per guest with that, and unlimited premium desserts and unlimited fitness classes, because you're going to definitely need that after you.
Whoever came up with that, unlimited desserts and unlimited fitness, I want to meet that person. That's
right. Exactly. So I can say from firsthand experience, I've been on some other lines with my new position, and their packages don't even come close to ours. I mean, they're hundreds of dollars a day. So It's ridiculous. Even just for their Wi-Fi, it was like over $200 and something.
Oh yeah.
It was just ridiculous. So anyway, the value is just incredible with what we have to offer. I can't believe what we're doing it.
Yeah.
If you're, if you're not a drinker, it's still a great deal because you get the free bottled water, you get the specialty coffee, you get mocktails, the milkshakes, all that stuff's included with both packages.
Yeah, like you said, you've got the gratuity. So I always tell my clients, look, if you're going to get the Wi-Fi or you're going to get the drink package, you're already 2/3 of the way there.
Right.
You might as well do this because it does wrap up. It's because, a lot of other packages, they started taking away that gratuity, right? So now the package isn't as valuable.
Right.
Or there's nobody that offers all of this, right? It might be drinks, Wi-Fi, and gratuities, maybe if you're lucky. More often than not, now it's drinks and Wi-Fi.
Exactly.
There's drink packages out there that are $90 a day per person, and it's just drinks. It's like nothing else, right?
Yep.
Here, $80 a day, you get all of that.
Exactly. Yeah, it's just an amazing deal. Really amazing deal.
Oh, you left out the photo package. So the photo package is also in the Premier. And actually, my favorite thing about the Premier, other than the fact that, you get the unlimited desserts, is that you get reserved theater seating for the original shows, for the Princess original shows.
Yeah, for the Broadway shows, yep.
Yeah, so you can come strolling in like 10 minutes before the show and be that cool person. You got the seat reserved right up front, so you don't have to worry about it. I love that. Aaron, does each person in the stateroom have to purchase the package? Definitely both adults.
Yes, they do.
And then remind me again, Bret, if we've got 3 and 4 adults in the same cabin, do they all have to buy it? Or is it just the first? Okay, they do. Yeah. So, you do. And I'm telling you, Aaron, it's absolutely worth it. The Ocean Medallion, the what do you call it? Ocean Now delivery. So, folks, that's just essentially room service wherever you are. You go on the phone, you order a drink, you order food. Because you're wearing the medallion, they can find you anywhere on the ship. So it's basically room service wherever you are. It is the coolest thing.
It is.
And that's why I love Princess so much. The medallion just works so well. I love it. Cool little story about that. And I'm sure you know this too. But the guy who's your president of Princess was actually the person who came up with the magic band for Disney.
Right. Yep. John Pageant.
So cool. That's so cool.
So it's a different technology than the magic band, but
better.
Yeah, it's exactly. Yeah, it's cool. Really neat.
It actually can do more than the magic band can. And
for sure.
What I also find interesting too, isn't he like the vice president of technology for Carnival Corporation as a whole? Something like that.
He was before. Now he's just the president.
Okay, now he's just the president.
So,
okay, just the president of the
just
company.
the president, right?
It's just this little guy shows up at ribbon cuttings.
Exactly.
No, I mean, this to me is, I wish everybody would do the wearable, but you guys do the wearable so well. It opens your doors. You buy things. You can order things with it. You just get on and off the ship with it. I hate when I have to get a card. I really hate the card now, because I don't do the lanyard thing. I keep it in my pocket, but just give me that medallion on my wrist any day. I'm a happy camper.
Yeah,
so
I'm the same way.
So so this has been great, folks. We've already been going for an hour. Bret, I've kept you past an hour. I apologize.
No worries.
This has been amazing. So, folks, I'm going to remind you one more time. It's right there next to Bret. Sun Princess Group Cruise. Come with us. We're giving everybody. Yeah, there you go, Bret. We'll do it in stereo. Come with us on the Sun Princess, October 19th through the 26th. I will grill Bret, because Bret's going to be on the ship right before us, and I'll find out all the secret fancy places to go. I'm working with him and his team right now to try and come up with some fun things for the group. We got plus or minus 40 people on this one. So come on, come and check out the Sun Princess with us. It'll be a great time. Where's WalterTravel.com. There's links down in the description. And that's about anything that we left out, Bret.
No, we covered a lot. Wow. I was surprised it went so fast. It's like, there's no way we'll be able to talk for an hour. Look at us, we're over.
You don't know me. You don't know me. I can talk for 2 hours. Well, Brett,
That's
again,
great.
thank you so much for joining. It's always a pleasure having you on here. Really appreciate
You too.
the support from you and your entire team over there. You make our lives so much easier. Really appreciate it.
Thank you. Appreciate your support. And thanks everyone for joining us tonight. Appreciate it.
Thank you, everyone. We'll see you Sunday
See
morning
ya.
at 10:30 a.m. TikTok, YouTube, and then we'll see you back here next Thursday night. Good night, Brett.
Good night.